Okay, pause, copy all this, and try this exercise, please. Now, you should be going u is equal to this fraction here, and that'll work out. Okay, third step. If substitution doesn't help you, you're going to try another technique, either integration by parts, trig fiddling. I guess when trig identity, I mean like 7.2. 7.2 here. That's what I mean here. So techniques from 7.2. Trig sub or partial fractions. So in the example here, I'm going to do integration by parts. Why do I do that? Because I smell a boomerang. Because if I do a derivative twice here on sine 2x, I'm going to come back to where I started, roughly. And if I integrate this twice, I'm going to come back to where I started, roughly. And that smells like boomerang. So I do IBP. I do it once, and I arrive here. And I'm going to do it again. Pause and copy. Yeah, these things are not tricky, but it's easy to make little mistakes. So be careful of that. Kind of tedious when you're doing your homework, but watch out, watch out, watch out. And then here we go. I do complete my second IBP, expand everything out, and notice that this is the original integral. And I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it I. This is just, I suppose this is optional, but makes your equation down here a little bit cleaner. So what I've calculated here is I, right? But then I appears again, in my rectangle. My rectangle here. So it appears right here. So I can take this equation and solve for I. So what I'll do is I'll take this bit and don't change it, just leave it alone. And the 4/9 I is going to move over to the left-hand side. So you get 1 minus 4/9 is 5/9 on the left-hand side. And then to get this line here, I'm just multiplying both sides by 9/5. And that clears this fraction here. Okay, you should read example 9 and 7.2. It gives you an alternate way of doing the integral I just did. So it involves memorizing some extra trig identities. It's quite quick, but you have to memorize some extra trig identities, and they're kind of obscure and not generally useful. Okay, so pause, copy, and try this exercise. Pause, copy, try, pause, copy, try. Okay, let's talk. So what we're doing here is we're trying to get used to recognizing the form of an integral. So first one, that's to me, well, because I've been around the block a few times, this is partial fractions, 7.4. 7.1 for the second one, so integration by parts. C is a classic trig sub. And then the last one I recognize as being a trig style integral from 7.2. Okay, 4 is kind of funny, depending on your sense of humor. This is from the textbook I'm getting this numbered list from, and they literally say, try again, sorry, try again. You have to be willing to, smack your head against the wall a few times, come back to the drawing board, try something new. Okay, so if you get to step 4, presumably you've tried a few things or you tried something, and now you need to do something a little bit different. Okay, sometimes it's going to be, as in this case, a highly sorry, let me restart this sentence. Let me just restart again. a substitution that is not obvious at all. Okay, a strange substitution. This does happen. Okay, what would possess me to do this? Well, it is motivated by trying to kill the numerator. Okay, you want to cancel this. So I know that when I differentiate this guy, it's going to be giving me a root x. And that will murder this numerator, which is good. Take a derivative, solve for dx. And this will work out quite nicely because we see the cancellation. Okay, pause and copy, ponder. And here's an exercise. So I recommend you read all of 7.5. So lots of different examples are done there to give you some different perspectives on integration technique. And then part B is a actual exercise. So you may want to try that. I'm going to show you the hint in a second. So here's my hint here. It's difficult. It's difficult. You have to notice something about the numerator, and it motivates what you do next.